as far as improvement, and just kind of working side by side with you. Can you describe what it is? Just, you know, having a guy on the team you can kind of latch onto and push side by side like that.
Yeah, I mean, having D. Bush and D. Gill on the team, I mean, all three of us just working together, I mean, this is just a great thing to have when you can really talk to guys and really get better off of each other. So to have guys like that on our team, linebackers next to me, I mean, it's beautiful to see.
What specifically, maybe either one of them does that's rubbed off on you?
Well, specifically D. Bush, I love the way he plays. You know, I ask him questions. I want to see how I can become a better player just based off some things he did. So I would say that.
What have you picked up from him specifically?
I mean, it's hard to say, but the main thing I'm just trying to. Well, the main thing coming into the season, of course, you guys know I was playing two positions, so I was just trying to learn both positions and be the best that I could at both of them. So that's the main thing.
What was the difference between the first half and the second half of that game for the defense?
I just feel like first half we was a little bit too jittery. I feel like second half we were more poised. We was in the crowd. We know how the game was going. I mean, we just sat down and we played and we balled out.
Let's talk about the differences between playing in the middle and playing on the outside.
Playing Mike linebacker versus Will. Mike is more of a position where you got to kind of like take the place of other backers. So if we're there's certain things you just got to fill certain gaps when we switch and all that type of stuff. So you're more in the box. Will, you kind of out the box a little bit more. You got a little bit more. It's more like doing a job. And Mike is more kind of, you can be more of a ball player, I would say.
More what?
More of a ball player, meaning you can go from tight end tackle to tackle instead of just being on one side of the ball. You know what I mean?
Do you prefer that?
I mean, I prefer any position. I can play out there and help the team, so that's all.
But does that maybe fit your mindset better, I think, or?
It fits well, but I personally feel whatever I can go out there and contribute to the team, I mean, I would do it. It doesn't matter what it is.
James, if you're feeling jittery, how does that manifest itself on the field? Then what does that mean?
James, but
oh, sorry about that.
No, when I said jittery, it wasn't meaning like nervous or nothing. We just was it was just the beginning of a big game. We made a lot of mistakes that we shouldn't have made. In the second half, we were way more poised than we were in the first half.
Josh, what was that? Was the cross training at Mike and Will? What can you describe? Is it taxing? Is it challenging? I mean, how do you do that?
It's definitely challenging. I would say though, what helped me out a lot is learning Will before I learned Mike, because they're interchangeable positions, but at the same time they're different. So learning Will would allow me to kind of know certain situations that I can be in at the Mike to a certain degree. So it was challenging, but I'm so glad I did it because it helped me out so much, learning everything.
So what, if you would have learned it as opposed to, you said it was easier to learn Will before Mike?
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I feel like it helped me learning the Mike, learning Will first.
So what if that was flipped? I mean, can you?
I mean, if it was flipped, then
if it was make it more difficult.
It'd be tough, but I mean, I just feel like that helped me out the most, learning Will first, personally.
What do you say to a fan base that kind of has this sky is falling mentality about the first game?
Man, our main thing, we're kind of blocking all that out. We just want to play football, and we want to move on to Western and have the best game that we possibly can have, and that's the main thing.
Obviously, you feel like your goals are still in front of you?
Oh, yeah, everything's still in front of us. We just got to go get it. So we just got to go fight. We got to get better every day, and once we do that, I mean, sky's the limit for us.
What clicked in the second half? Because a field goal and about 60-some yards.
Yeah, I really feel like we were just more poised as a whole defense the second half, in my personal opinion. I feel like we were more poised, and we were just going out there and playing and letting everything fall where it was supposed to.
Did you guys maybe need to get pushed a little bit?
I mean, I wouldn't say we needed it. Just as the game went on, as a defense, we just were more poised and more comfortable out there, and I feel like we played a little bit better in the second half than we did the first.
Is there a little bit of that sense when they get up 14-0 that you're looking around and what just happened? Because it happened pretty quickly.
Yeah, it happened quick, but I mean, my main thing and our defense's main thing, we just wanted to keep playing. I mean, when they went up 14-0, it was early in the game. It was first, second quarter, so it's a long game ahead of us, and we just wanted to keep playing. But at the end of the day, that game's in the past, and we just want to move forward to Western and have the best game we possibly could have and the best we could practice.
When Devin goes down with that injury, I guess what goes through your mind?
What went through my mind is I got to step up his position and play just like he would play. Right. Personally, I wanted to step up and make the same impact as he would make. So when he went down, I just said, okay, let's go. I gotta come in and I gotta do what I gotta do.
Is that tough to get that mindset?
I wouldn't say it's tough. It's just how I felt. I mean, I went into that. I mean, the whole camp. I mean, I was playing Mike and playing Will, and if something happened, I got to step in somewhere that I don't play as much, and I gotta turn it on and I gotta play, and that's what it is.
How long before the game, or when before the game, did you know Devin was going to start at Will and you were going to kind of come in and spell both?
I mean, I didn't. It's hard to say, but main thing we were competing the whole camp, and we had. I mean, and then I love Devin Gill. He's a great guy. I mean, being next to that guy and learning from each other and just learning our position and talking to each other, it was beautiful. And I'm so glad we both went through that.
He said you two feed off of each other. What have you picked up from him?
I mean, just the way we communicate, we kind of know what we're going to say on a certain play. We kind of feel the same way on certain plays. Like it's weird, but like I said, I love having a guy like that and the linebacker core, being able to talk to him, being able to
finish each other's sentences.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
Josh, I asked Devin, but given coming off the Notre Dame game,
yeah.
I mean, it's Western. It's maybe not as tough of an opponent as a defense. Is it pressure to perform? And he said he didn't look at it as pressure. He said it's just expectation. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I feel exactly the same way. I mean, it's no pressure. We just got to go out there, and all the goals we had at the beginning of the season, we got to fulfill those goals, and we got to pursue towards those goals and move forward and don't move backwards. So he hit it right on the spot.
Western put up a bunch of yards last week. What have you seen from them on tape?
I mean, they have a really talented offense. They got some good players. They got some big play guys on their team. So we got to be prepared, and we got to go out there and get after it.
How important is this to? I'm not saying that you guys are in any way, but I mean, looking past the lesser opponent, how important is it to treat it the same way as the Notre Dame game?
It's super important. I mean, every game that you get to, you got to treat it as if. I mean, that's the most important game of the year, and that's just how you got to look at it. Because if you want to be championship team, if you want to get up there, you have to treat every week like it's the next level, because that's how you get better.
How often do you get called your brother's name?
All the time. That's why when he said that I laughed. Oh yeah, all the time. I mean, all the time. I can't even. We got called twins. We got called. It's so many things. I get called James every day, but I mean, it is what it is. He's short and fat, and I'm.
You're what?
I'm a little bit more built, so it is what it is.
Do you ever play that? Do you ever play along with it?
Oh yeah, I mean,
like just go along with it.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, if Coach Harbaugh called me James, I'll just go along with it. I don't even say.
Called you James too?
He before he has, but just go along with it, let it ride.
When's you getting married?
I think next summer. Next summer he's getting married.
You're not gonna be in the wedding if you keep calling her short and fat.
But the wedding got some done, so I don't know.
Did he have any brotherly feedback?
I mean, honestly, he just told me to just keep playing, keep getting better. I mean, it was a tough game, but I mean, we just got to improve, learn from it, improve off of it. It was the first game of the season. It was early, so you just got to keep getting better, keep doing what you're supposed to do, and keep working.
How often does he pull, the big brother card? Well, I did this, and this is how I did this in this game, or this is how, using his own experience. How often does he do that?
Yeah, me personally, I mean, my brother doesn't. We don't really have. We have more of a friendship type of relationship than that type of relationship. I mean, he lets me know what's going on, but he doesn't show me his old film or stuff like that. But I'm so glad to have that guy in my life and have him part of our team. I mean, it's beautiful to have that guy around.
Well, to more along the lines, to have someone like that who has had similar experiences, brother or not.